Hi, I'm 13 News investigative reporter Bob Siegel, and I want to update you on a mystery that's been playing out here in Indiana. It has to do with Hayden Manis. He's the 4-year-old little boy from Muncie who simply vanished. And what makes this case so unusual is Hayden actually disappeared back in 2020, but his disappearance wasn't reported to police until 4 years later. Let me bring you up to speed. Last fall, detectives searched this house in Muncie and interviewed the people who lived with Hayden around the time of his disappearance. That's Hayden's father, Dustin, and Dustin's former girlfriend, Crystal Hall. But a few months after police started investigating, Dustin died of a drug overdose, and Crystal moved out of state, bringing the investigation to a standstill. Well, now, 13 Investigates has new information. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I spoke to Crystal's father, Paul Hall. He owned the house where Hayden lived with Dustin and Crystal.
You know, Hayden actually called me Mr. Grandpa while he was there. I babysat him several times.
Paul told me about the things he saw inside the house after Hayden was gone, including what he called obvious fits of violence. I also tried to reach Paul's daughter, Crystal, because, well, she lived with Hayden. I tried to get a hold of Crystal over and over again, but she never responded. So I went to Nevada to find Crystal and ask my questions face to face. Hi, Crystal. I'm Bob Siegel with 13 News. Can you help me understand what happened to Hayden?
I am not talking to you.
Is Hayden alive or dead?
I cannot talk to you about that.
She did end up talking with me for several minutes. Crystal told me she does have information, but won't discuss anything at the request of police. So what information does Crystal have? Well, this is the hard part. Sources close to the investigation tell me Crystal told police Hayden is dead, and she disposed of his body in a trash compactor.
It's not what I told police.
Can you share with us what you did tell police?
I have to go to work. I would like for you to stop this.
Crystal denied it, but again, 13 Investigate sources say she did tell investigators she disposed of Hayden's body. We've gathered so much new information about the case, we've put it all together into a documentary. It includes a lot more of my conversations with Crystal and her father. We have new video of Hayden's dad and the lies he told Muncie police just before he died last fall. We've uncovered new details about when Hayden was last seen in public, and chilling new information from someone who worked closely with Crystal around the time of Hayden's disappearance.
It was an awful smell. It was awful.
What do you think that smell could have been?
I think it was Hayden.
If you'd like to see everything we've uncovered, you can watch our 13 Investigates documentary, What Happened to Hayden. I put a link to that in the caption.